Searsmont is a small rural town in mid-coast Maine. Maine is full of really industrious people, and it's an asset to have people like that to be able to come into our environment. And when they see the level of dedication and care that goes into what we do and how we operate, people really identify that because it's very different from what they've been used to doing in the construction environment. Ecocor is a construction firm that designs, manufactures, assembles, and delivers high-performance homes. And we use Passive House, the Global Building Energy Standard, as a baseline for architectural design. Passive House is this great building energy standard that allows us to reduce our consumption in the home. But on top of that, that gives us a baseline on which to create net zero energy buildings, or buildings that are actually producing power using solar panels or wind power or any other mechanisms. We realize that making a home is an investment. So to invest in a home that has extremely high levels of insulation, extremely high quality windows, and a fantastic foundation and a fantastic roof, you're then investing in the parts of the home that are the most resilient and will last the longest. So this is the beginning of our production line. We bring the lumber in from outside, from storage. It's maintained in a dry, clean environment. The lumber is racked at the beginning of the production line, and then it's put on the saw and processed. After the design phase and the three-dimensional model and the BIM model is complete, that information gets converted into a BTL, or a binary text language. Then that language is sent to the computer on the saw, so the computer knows and understands the 6,000 parts that it needs to process to build the home. Once the parts are processed, there's little scraps that are then taken care of. So these are the scraps are placed in this bin, and then these scraps are taken out to another place and essentially processed into biomass or used directly into biomass. This bin represents almost half of a house. So once the parts are processed and positioned properly on the racks, all of the parts are labeled so that the craftsman can read the label. They know and understand where everything goes and fits on the framing table. So this is where it all starts. Basically, the sole plates are laid out and we begin the framing process. The tables expand, they open, they close, they clamp, they square, and they basically operate as a multifunctional 120-foot long jig. The sheathing in a wall assembly is a structural diaphragm. It gives rigidity and torsion strength to a wall. We have here beginning of the blanket layer, which is the third layer of the wall assembly. Here we have a window buck. We're going to put a large fixed window in this opening, and we're gonna flash it, and we're gonna make it watertight and airtight. We then will begin to apply our I-joists that have been pre-cut for this particular wall assembly. So here we have what we call the blanket layer. This is where the blanket layer is filled with 85% recycled insulation in the form of cellulose, dense pack cellulose insulation. We see here what is the fourth layer of the wall assembly, which is the weather resistive barrier. With our 2-layer rain screen system, it creates a rain screen, a true rain screen.
Chris is a pioneer. In the past 5 years, Chris has given me and the guys around me an opportunity to really grow and learn a lot more about construction and how we can facilitate bringing construction into the 21st century.
Chris has taken the Passive House standard and combined it with panelized building, and so we construct highly efficient homes in a facility and put it on a truck and ship it to the site and put it together like Legos.
I love the factory because of the precision. You're out of the weather, you have more control.
The automated part makes it more efficient, for sure. We build them faster because of these high-tech tools and saws that we have.
If everything goes as planned, we are going to grow substantially over the next couple of years.